and I meant to purge any sense of myself as a victim, too. So much pain. I feel almost a traitor to release it, as if I dishonor your life to let it go. Holding on to it has made me feel closer to you. Holding on to it is what I'd thought I was supposed to do. I do not lose you by losing the sadness. I know that now. I am lighter than when the story began.
That was another excerpt from Kesley Grammer's new memoir, Karen, A Brother Remembers. Kelsey wrote this memoir to celebrate the wonderful memories of her as a child and her days as such an extraordinary person. I couldn't take my eyes off the photo of her first recital, and you're the hype man in the background of that first recital.
Yeah,
you do write about it in the book, having such great success. You got cheers 10 years after losing Karen.
Right,
and then you go on to the greatest heights of TV and movies, but always having her there with you. How did you move forward with no longer feeling guilty about becoming who you are to the world?
You know, I didn't really feel guilty about becoming a success. I just went through periods of time where I thought, gee whiz, I wish she could have enjoyed it with me.
Wow.
You know, I wish she'd been along for the ride. I had a great moment one time. I was on a first-class flight somewhere with a girlfriend or whatever, you know, and I was thinking, boy,
as we do, Kelsey.
This world, yeah, as we do. I thought, boy, this world is pretty darn great. And then I started to think about Karen. I thought, oh, I wish she could have been here. And then the girl at the time said, well, she is here. That was an interesting way of looking at it.
You're so surrounded by people who pull you back in, even if it's someone that's an ex-girlfriend, even your children. I understand they've not read the book.
No.
But they know and they've witnessed the lifelong.
They saw me writing it.
Yeah, they saw you writing it.
So my son Gabriel about 2 days ago did an impression of me.
What did he do?
At the breakfast table. So he's going like this. He's sitting at the computer going like this. But
that's a sign, right? That's a sign of dad.
Wonderful kid.
Right, and those are the gifts that you have been able to get through life, not just the Emmys and all these beautiful kids who watch you write this big memoir for yourself and are able to bring humility to the
They were terrific. And honestly, I want to praise my wife on this, Kate. She spent 2.5 years with me basically kind of disappearing sometimes. I mean, where I was not retrievable and dealt with it. So when I finally finished, I wrote the last sentence. I just turned to her and I said, I'm finished. I did it. And she looked at me and she said, I've missed you.
Oh.
It's amazing.
You are so free with your heart and your emotions now. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know, people write a memoir, then they run from it. I used to tell people I didn't like memoirs because I'd tell someone on page 220, like, I wrote that. I'm like, no, yes, you did.
Well, a lot of people don't actually write their memoirs.
Yeah, right.
So
that part.
I did write this, so I probably remember where everything is in there. But yeah, it's no, it's not something I want to retreat from. I can't. I'm not able to retreat from it. So, yeah, I'm open.
Well, you are open, and you have so many things going on, including the return of one of our favorite characters. We're going to talk more with Kesley Grammer. A lot of other things happening in his life worth celebrating, things that he has earned and deserved. Kesley Grammer right after the break.
Coming up, Kelsey's next chapter, the future of his beloved character, Frasier, and whether Sam Malone will reunite with Frasier on screen.